Coach, let's start off. I want to ask you a little bit about your team last year at North Greenville. Pretty good defensive club, averaged less than 20 points a game, but it looked like you were really good against the rush defense, just over 100 yards a game. Talk about your defensive philosophy.
We're going to be a 3-4, aggressive 3-4, but we're going to start with stopping the run. That's where it all starts. We can get exotic on third down, put a dime package in, but it can't do that unless you stop the run first. So everyone sees you as a 3-4 and see those blitzes and exotic pressures, but it all starts with stopping the run.
We had a lot of guys that played for this football team come off of the field and pay your group a big compliment when you guys left here at North Greenville. I know this is a completely new thing, but we had a lot of people come off, and one of the biggest compliments I think a coach can get is how hard your kids played. And that's what everybody on this football team, coaches, players, everyone said, that they had really good technique and played hard.
Yeah, I think it starts with loving them. I think that's part of it. I think they know that we care about them more than just football players, and that lets them buy into what you're trying to get them to do. And then we spend a lot of time on effort. No matter what I call or we scheme up or the other coaches teach, none of that matters if you're not giving 100% effort. Because if you run 4-5 and you're at 90%, that's what a 4-9. And so we preach that. We play a lot of guys. It's not an individual type defense. We rotate a lot of guys. If they're tired, they come out, and I think that's where it starts. And we're demanding of them, very demanding. That they play physical, they play fast, and that's where it all starts with us. We want to. If the biggest compliment you can pay us as a staff or as a defensive unit is your guys play hard, and when you say that makes me feel good about what we're doing.
Coach, talk about your relationship with Coach Chad Webb and what brought you here to Delta State.
It's interesting. I met Coach Chad while I was a GA at University of South Carolina, and he would come and coach the camps, and we worked with small kids, and we got to know each other, and a job opened up at Charleston Southern where he was, and he called me, and I went down, interviewed, and started work about the next day, and then he got the head job at North Greenville, and I went up there with him, and it was nice. It was only 30 minutes from my home, where I grew up in Landrum, South Carolina. So we're really close. And then when he took this job, obviously I had an opportunity to stay there as the head coach. But I felt, obviously prayed about it, but I felt that the best move for me is to come to Delta State. And partly is because of our relationship. We work really well together. Our philosophies go really well together, and that's basically the story.
Coach, he's put you right now in probably the best recruiting area in our state, in Jackson, Mississippi, the state capital, where you can turn around a street corner and find a football stadium just about. How excited are you? I know we don't have much time, but how excited are you to go in somebody's house and try to talk a mama or a daddy into letting their son come and play football for us?
Very excited. I can't say enough. When you have something like Delta State, you don't have to sell anything. It sells itself. And we just want them to understand what we're trying to accomplish. We want to bring young men into Delta State and help mold them into be better fathers, better husbands, and better men in society. And then along the way, win national championships. And we want them to understand we care about them more than just as football players, because I think college is more than that. They've gotten them to 18 years old. It's our job to help develop them from 18 to 22, 23, however long that may be. And we want them to understand we're going to love them. Sometimes that's tough love. Sometimes that's sitting down and praying with them. Sometimes that's talking to them. Sometimes that's whatever it is, laughing, joking, have them to my house, to eat with my kids and family. Whatever that is, that's what we'll do when we go out recruiting. Let them understand what we're going to do. And I'm excited about to be in the Jackson area. I know there's a lot of players there, a lot of on my back to make sure that we get some good players. But I'm excited about that opportunity.
Coach, one more question for you. When you do go out recruiting, what kind of guy are you going to look for as far as a football player goes?
First thing I'm going to look for is how tough they are. I think that's important, and then how hard they will compete. Those are two things I think are very important. How fast they run and things like that are very important. But we want people that fit Delta State first. What we're trying to build here as a family and as a football program. And that's the first thing we'll do. Will they go to class? Do they understand what it's like to give everything for this university and this football team. And those are the things we're going to look for first. And then obviously, everybody's going to want the best player and things like that. But sometimes the best player doesn't fit what we're trying to do. And so we've got to make sure we weigh those options and find the best ones.
Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.